Welcome to our podcast, where we cover unique and interesting stories for you. In this episode, we will discuss the groundbreaking discovery of negative time through quantum physics. In a discovery that feels like science brought fiction to life, researchers at the University of Toronto claim to have shown that negative time is not just a theoretical concept, but a tangible phenomenon. In what could be science from the movie Inception, where time is fluid and unpredictable, these researchers have shown in a new quantum experiment that light comes out of a material even before it enters. This goes against what we've known about how time works. While the results have grabbed global attention, many scientific communities are cautious about its credibility. Though excitement has been sparked by the discovery, many scientists remain skeptical as the study has not been published in a peer-reviewed journal yet. The scientific community is awaiting further validation. The study looked at an area of quantum mechanics that has intrigued physicists for a long time: the nature of time and light's interaction with matter. It took a positive amount of time, but our experiment observing that photons can make atoms seem to spend a negative amount of time in the excited state is up, said Ephraim Steinberg, a physicist at the University of Toronto and one of the key researchers on the project. So what is negative time? The idea of negative time makes us cast our mind back to H.G. Wells's novel, The Time Machine, where the protagonist travels through time to the future. Negative time might sound like it belongs in science fiction, but Steinberg supports its use, saying that it can lead to deep discussions on the nature of quantum mechanics. In the context of the experiment, the negative time refers to the observation that light, or photons, can make atoms seem to spend less time in an excited state than expected. The scientists studied how light interacts with atoms, focusing on a phenomenon called atomic excitation. This happens when photons pass through a material and are absorbed by atoms, causing electrons to jump to higher energy levels. When the electrons return to their original state, they release the absorbed energy in the form of re-emitted photons. This process creates a slight time delay in the light's observed passage through the medium. The concept was first observed in 2017 when Steinberg's then doctoral student, Josiah Sinclair, first began to explore the interaction between light and matter. Initially, their inquisitiveness was aimed at atomic excitation and how photons interact with atoms in a material. This led to a great observation. Under certain conditions, the light appeared to emerge from the material before it entered, suggesting the presence of negative time. Back in Time, a 2015 film, looks at how Back to the Future, a classic story about bending reality through time travel, continues to fascinate us, much like this interesting discovery. Could negative time become a new frontier in quantum physics? Only time will tell. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments. Stay connected for more exciting discussions and updates in our next podcast.